All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Joe, for those of you who don't know. And today we're going to be doing another weekly portfolio update. This is my $0 to $1,000 in dividend income a month game plan, portfolio goal, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter to me. But I wanted to quickly jump into this and just get right into the nitty gritty. So, with that being said, let's switch over to mini mode. And so let's get into my portfolio. So first things first, I do want to go into the investing journal. So I'm not going to cover all the updates regarding this portfolio because I did actually screw this up. But I really quickly wanted to share with you guys that I did finally receive my first dividend payout from WPAY. Man, oh man, this was a nice juicy payout for such a small portfolio like mine. We got $2.48. It came around to, I think, $54 a share, if I remember correctly. We'll dive right in a little bit here. But it was beautifully played. And as you guys can see, I did increase my monthly contributions. Like I said, I got some extra income from my remote work that I do, plus my side hustle paid out a little bit extra that I wasn't even anticipating, which was super nice. So that was, and again, these numbers right here, I highlighted in red because I forgot to, even though I did this and I wrote this down, I don't know where my head was at that day. I didn't even update these properly. So let's get into today. Today is September 19th, 2025. It's 12:49 p.m. Eastern time. And here is the current data. And I'll break this down and I'll show you guys all the proof and evidence because I want to be as transparent within reason as possible with this specific account, since I'm tracking and documenting my journey from 0 to 1,000 a month in dividend income. So the net account value is $1,791.66. Now, keep in mind, the market is still open, so this will probably fluctuate a bit. But before I started recording this video, this is what it was at. And I just decided to start adding this in, which is it's $1,323.56 actually invested into the fund. And the remainder amount that equals this net account value has to do with just cash sitting. So I hope that's fully understandable and transparent. As far as monthly contributions go, as you can see, I've contributed $1,098 this entire month so far. Now, this could go up, this could stay the same over the next course of a few weeks. I have no idea. We shall see, right? Business is business and work is work. So if I can get some extra income to put into this, I will. If not, no big deal. Now, that being said, let's get into my positions. So as you guys can see, the XDTE funds are going up. I think last time we did an update, I can't remember exactly when it was, but I was probably sitting around a 19.39 or 19.37 mark. I can't remember. Maybe it was the 19.39 or 19.37. As you can see, that number has since gone up to 19.39. This is great. I've been reinvesting automatically. I have drip set up for my XDTE shares on Robinhood, but not on Webull. As you guys know, if you've been following, I unfortunately right now I have both. I have my whole portfolio scattered into two different accounts. And my goal is to migrate everything over to Robinhood over the course of this portfolio journey and documentation and growth. So this is what it's currently at. I still am holding that $43.62 a share average, and I have $860.41. Something I did want to note previously, this is actually an inaccurate number. I forgot to mention to you guys because in Webull, there's a $3.10, what do you call it? Dividend that I got paid out. And unfortunately, I included that in this amount. So it actually was less here. So this number, it did go up. This time it's not including that $3.10 that's still sitting in my Webull account. And I'll talk about that in a bit and show you guys. But anyways, just wanted to be transparent and let you guys know that in case you're like, what? These numbers don't add up. My QDTE, I have 5.89 shares at $34.41 per share on average. And that's $211.14. And in WPAY, looking pretty good for 4.61 shares at $51.07 on average. At $251.54. This one's crushing it. For me, not really reinvesting anything yet. Now, the WPAY, actually, that's not true. The WPAY dividend I got paid out, did get reinvested back into this. So that's what that amount is, but it's doing pretty good. I'm really happy. And then I'm sitting on $468.10. As you guys know, this week, the FOMC and interest rates were the interest rate cuts or rises was being determined. Now we did get a 0.25% cut, a 1/4% cut, which, I mean, that seems pretty good. I'm not a financial expert, so I can't tell you guys if this is going to be the thing that ends up making or breaking the market. I have no freaking idea, and that's okay. Now let's get into the dividends. Today I did get paid from Robinhood because today is Friday. I got 98 cents for my XDTE holdings in Robinhood, and I got $1.18 for my QDTE position. And then I have my XDTE position in Webull, which is my bigger portion of XDTE. So that's why, as you can see, my XDTE in Robinhood is so little. So I'm still waiting. That's one of the reasons I'm getting away from Webull, amongst other things such as UI and UX. I just personally just don't really like it as much. Also, you can't do fractional shares unless you have $5 or more in available account value or something. I forgot what it's called. I'll show you later. But anyways, in total this week, in total today, we got $2.16 in dividends paid out, which is awesome. And I need to update this in my other sheet, which we'll go into in a sec. But my total weekly dividends are $4.64 for the week. So we are moving up. All right, we are moving up. This is pretty good. So let's get into the sheet real quick. I do need to update these numbers. So this is where we are sitting at. So as you can see, these are the numbers to pay attention to. My market return, my total return in the dollar value is looking healthy. Nothing's in the red. Everything's in the green right now. Or I guess it's showing white, but that's the green in my eyes because it's positive. And then in terms of percentage, we're doing pretty good. Market return is a little bit less on XDTE, but the total return, is looking pretty nice as well. As you can see, WPAY is absolutely destroying in the most positive way possible. Maybe not destroying is not the best term. It's absolutely crushing it. That's a better term in my portfolio. And actually, I'm pretty happy with my QDTE position. It's also doing relatively well for being a smaller percentage of my portfolio, as you can see in my allocations right here. And you know what? I know there may be some people. Oh, okay, it won't let me do it. Whatever. I was gonna zoom in for you guys, but unfortunately, it's not letting me. So yeah, let's get into the dividend log because I need to actually log these numbers. So with QDTE, let's go back to here. What did I get? I got $1.18 a share. So we're gonna be doing this now. $1.18 plus. Let's see. Let's go back to our sheet. $2.83. Oops, let's do that. $2.83. So we got $4.01 in total for this month. Looking good. XDTE, we got. Oh, wait a minute. Did I do that wrong? $1.18. Let's go back. Wait a minute. 283. Oops. Plus 283. I might have gotten these numbers mixed up. Okay, yeah, no, that was right. Okay, cool. So $4.01. XDTE as of right now, it's only going up by 0.98. So we are adding that to this sheet. Okay, 0.98 plus $8.16. Okay, that's $9.14. Cool. And then this WPAY is staying the same because we already got paid. So as you can see, so far I've collected $4.01 from QDTE, $13.12 from XDTE, $2.48 from WPAY. And for the month of September, we got a total of $18.99 paid out. And for the entire year, we've got $28.17. So this is pretty cool to see. I'm very happy with this. And yep, this is all up to date here as well. As you can see, the dividend income I've earned, monthly contributions, market value. I think I actually need to change this, whatever. I'll probably do that another time. But yeah, everything's looking good. You can kind of see my market returns, my total returns here. This is not accurate in terms of dividend yield percentage and all that, but whatever. Okay, so now let's get into Webull. first things first, we're going to go into Webull. As you can see, I have $657.21. So as I was saying, I do have $3.10 sitting in cash balance because that was the dividend that was paid out by XDTE from this account. I do have let me see if I can expand this, 14.73229 shares. However, it would not, there's drip. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me, but drip does not work for this specific position. So I can't reinvest that 310 automatically back into it. And if I were to manually do it, it doesn't let me buy fractional shares with less than $5. This is one of the reasons I'm completely not really invested into throwing my cash, my contributions into the Webull account. But that's that for that. And then let's get into this. This is the most exciting one, the Robinhood. It's growing, it's gaining. We love it. And yeah, here we are. So today is a green day. As you can see, WPAY is up by 0.83%, QDTE by 0.55%, and XDTE by 0.26%. For the day, we are looking good. We are at 1,134 in here. For the week, we are up and to the right. We did get a little bit of sideways action for a bit, but we're looking good. And then for the month, because we've officially had this account or this portfolio for a month, because we started August 18th and now it's September 19th. So it's a month and today's an extra day. So we are looking fairly good up and to the right. That's how we like to see it. I'm not going to show 3 months here today or any of that. It's irrelevant for this portfolio as of right now. But as you can see, we have that buying power of $4 or $465 flat. So that's looking good. And I wanted to kind of show you guys, again, I like to be transparent proof. Dividends that were paid out on September 17th. This is for WPAY. Yep, WPAY, as you can see right here, $2.48. I did reinvest that. And we were able to purchase this amount of shares, 0.046251. And yeah, we're sitting at a pretty healthy number here. This did go up a little bit. I'm not super stoked about that, but it is what it is. And then QDTE, we got that $1.18. And then XDTE got that 0.98 cents. Let's just keep it at that. So I wanted to come and touch on this. As you can see, WPAY now, this was all released. You got 52.28% distribution rate. We're still waiting on this number to come out for the 30-day SEC yield and the distributions here, which is super exciting. Okay, cool. So yeah, like I said, we got 0.54 cents a share. That is awesome. So that's basically like a little over double what I would get from XDTE and QDTE. So to put in perspective, XDTE and QDTE, they pay out roughly around 20 cents a share. So I'll show you right here. Which one is this again? This is XDTE. I think I passed it. Distributions. Let's go here. My bad, guys. Okay, here we are. Yeah, so we got paid 0.20, let's just say 20 cents. I'm not going to round it up to 21, even though some hooligan in the comments might say something. So we got 21 cents a share for the distribution for XDTE. So, and then over here, let's go to distributions for QDTE. We've got, again, 20 cents. This actual one is 20 cents flat. So 20 plus 20, that's 40. So as you can see, XDTE paid. And of course, this is the first distribution, first dividend payout. I don't expect this to be any higher or to maintain this. But if it does for the rest of the month, I'm happy. Or if it does for the first 4 weeks of payouts, I would be more than happy. I would be more than ecstatic. But I guess now that I think about it, let's search something real quick. Let's search XPay, because I know that is a fund here. Let's see if we can find this. XPay. Okay, cool. So let's go to XPay. XPay has a 20.77% distribution. I'm really curious to see. So, okay, cool. So this is actually really interesting. So XPay, it paid out. Okay, cool. Got it. All right, perfect. So XPay paid out 0.95 cents. And I believe this is a monthly distribution, right? Yeah, this is a monthly distribution. It says monthly right here. So I want to use this as a base because this is like a very similar fund from Round Hill to compare with WPAY. So XPay got or does 0.95 cents per share in distributions. So if we divide that by 4 weeks, we got roughly 23 cents a share. So I anticipate that maybe WPAY would probably get down to around this rate over time. And I think that would probably be a more sustainable dividend for them to pay out. However, I am completely uncertain of if that would happen. And as of right now, if it maintained, let's just say not even a 0.54, let's just say 50 cents a share. And this is for WPAY. And we times that by 4, that would be $2 a share a month. That would be incredible. But again, I don't think that's going to happen at all. But if it does, I will not be complaining. And yeah, real quick, guys, I wanted to pull up TradingView and share with you guys something interesting. So, I have XDTE, which is, basically staying, I don't want to use, maybe I'm just going to use the term tethered, or it's basically following the S&P 500 in terms of the chart movement and everything. And QDTE, which I think is following, I don't remember which one it is, to be honest, the Innovation 100 index. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys this because this is super interesting. So QDTE, obviously, it's priced a little bit lower, but you can relatively see, because these are indexed ETFs, they're pretty much following a similar chart pattern. And I'm not a technical analysis expert by any means, but to me, this is a good sign. These are very healthy. I'm curious what the weekly. Yeah, look, you can really see. So QDTE down here, XDTE up here. You can really see the comparisons between the two. And yeah, this is looking pretty good long term. And that's why I like these. These are pretty much stable. Even though they may not pay the most, they're still paying pretty high dividends. And I feel pretty secure about having a bigger percentage, specifically in XDTE and even QDTE, than WPAY. Although right now WPAY is completely demolishing my QDTE position. And oh yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys. My total equity right now, currently in this position as well, or these positions. And let's just see today's return. WPAY is always the highest for my daily return. $1.88 up, $1.06 up for QDTE. XDT is always the one lagging behind for me. I'm not sure why, but it is what it is. And then total return in percent, we got $16.14 for WPAY, $8.43 just updated for QDTE, and $4.71 for XDTE. So we are looking pretty freaking good, you guys. I'm really excited to see how things play out. And I anticipate that next week we are going to see WPAY either stick around that 50 cents a share mark or probably dip a little bit lower. Now that it's gotten some adoption, now that some people are feeling a little bit more enthusiastic about the fund, let's just say that. And ultimately, I'm going to be figuring out where I'm going to be allocating or deploying my contributions that are remaining in my Webull account to. I'm sitting here on $465. I haven't invested this. Again, the FOMC had me a little bit weary. I was keeping my dry powder, as we say in the crypto space, here. And yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to deploy this, how much I'm going to deploy this. I'll probably put a good chunk into XDTE, and then I will probably distribute the rest equally between WPAY and QDTE. I definitely want more shares of WPAY, and I definitely want more shares of QDTE and XDTE. All three of these positions I'm pretty bullish on. But one thing I've also wanted to talk about, guys, is something really interesting and off topic. I'm not going to go full in depth here right now, but there's Netflix, there's Meta, there's Amazon, there's Microsoft, there's Google, there's the Google L, and then there's Apple. These are growth stocks. These would be long-term holds. I'm considering, and I may not really fully focus on this, but I'm considering doing like a second account here. As you can see, I have an options one. I don't know if I'll do an options thing. I just named it that at the time, but I'm considering starting a second portfolio that's primarily focused on growth stocks, and either having it separated so that way I can keep track of the two, or consolidating it all into this. I'm not sure yet. 50-50, but I do have a big announcement. Okay, guys, I'm doing something really interesting, really fun, and it's pretty simple. I am day trading now, or I'm learning to day trade, I should say. And with that, I want to invite you guys on a journey with me. So I'm going to be releasing a new series alongside this one, this $0 to $1,000 dividend series. I'm launching a new series of day trading. I haven't come up with a name yet. Maybe I'm going to call it like pain or gain or something of that nature. You guys will see, or maybe zero to hero or something. Not sure yet, but it's going to be a day trading series. I'm going to start off by showing you guys my weekly trades on a paper trading account. That means fake money account. And then I will kind of just like show you guys the journey. I'll show you guys my trades. I'm logging everything, kind of like what I'm doing with my investing journal. I have a trading journal. And yeah, I think this would be a really cool segment. Let me know in the comments below if that's something you'd be interested in. Or if you don't even care about that, you care more so about this dividend stuff, comment below your thoughts. Any ETFs you guys want me to look into or you think I should check out, any ETFs you want me to talk a little bit more about, learn more about, share with you guys, or any specific strategies, anything you guys want to comment below. I would really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me and goes a long way. But without further ado, thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and peace.